Hi, I'm here to present CowOp, a brand new e-commerce, social networking, and investment solution focused on the agricultural sector. Before we get into what CowOp does, let's get into a few challenges our market is facing. In many rural areas, including but not exclusive to the developing world, many smallholders are dependent on cash crops. Those have their pros, such as a guaranteed place on the commodity market, but they're environmentally and economically unsustainable. Global export requires global transport, and regional biodiversity is threatened. Due to the fact that land and water used for profit crops don't go to subsistence farming, a lot of the world's most prolific agricultural producers in regions such as Latin America, South Asia, and Sub-Saharan Africa are also facing the highest food insecurity. Quite the paradox. In urban areas, on the other hand, countries worldwide are facing the threat of food deserts. These are overwhelmingly urban areas, over 96%, where healthy and locally sourced groceries are not sufficiently available, causing a malnourished population over-dependent on unhealthy and highly processed foods. The problem affects some 17% of Americans, and the problem is likely to be even worse in developing countries, where statistics on food deserts are not yet widely available. This problem disproportionately affects Black and Indigenous people of color, and there exists a strong link to the ongoing obesity epidemic. Facing these dual challenges head-on, CowOp. With this simple map view, we enable farmers to find local collaborators. Setting their own rules, regulations, and prices, we empower these producers to federate into cooperatives and start mutual funds, allowing for the infrastructural and equipment investments they so desperately need. On the buyer side, the map allows one to find local producers. Skipping the transport, logistics, and distribution middlemen that your average grocery store brings, our users get the best of both worlds. Fresh and local fruit and veg at a democratic price point. Does that sound too good to be true? Well, it doesn't have to be. In the European Union alone, already a frontrunner regarding sustainable agriculture, cooperatives dominate a whopping 40% of the market share. This is made possible by government subsidies which ensure quality, health, and safety. Exactly the benefits that we're trying to bring to other regions around the globe. Which is where the GovTech aspect of this nicely ties in. Rurally, CowOp improves smallholders' bargaining position against multinational corporations by joining their forces in a larger cooperative. Food biodiversity is stimulated, as is financial literacy among less educated people. Users get the choice between guided self-management of cooperative funds or the help of an AI-driven investment tool. Urban users can make use of economies of scale and density to make the most of their assets and labor. Stacked greenhouses and vertical farming help turn wastewater back into portable water, can recycle organic waste back to energy and nutrients, improve air quality, and even reduce noise reduction when placed on roofs. Plus, plants are pretty as a picture. Quality food is a given, but the physical activity provided by work at community gardens is an additional health benefit in cities. Let's walk through all that real quick. The registration starts with making the decision whether to sell or just to buy something. If a user chooses to buy, they're asked to fill in the information and walk through the regulations check. For example, in the US, the regulation check is the EIN registration number. For sellers, we visualize the revenue and they can check where their money goes through the Kanban. As you notice on the screen, we have Kansan, the personalized store page and a group session to learn about the business situation from their peers. For buyers, we also offer some top services, including the sliding banner on the top showing the sales information, the featured product display, and they can also decide to go into a map view to find out things nearby. The shop homepage will show the detailed information of the seller, including some special points of their products. In a future version of the app, we'd also like to introduce the option to implement a too good to go discount. This would be the option for farmers to indicate when some of their food is about to expire, and in order to avoid food waste, give users a temporary discount. That way, we combat food deserts, overdependence on cash crops, the obesity epidemic, and food waste. In a nutshell, that's CowOp. Enjoy the fresh, and thank you.